Yes! Yes! Oh! We got silver! Rightio, so what's up there guys? Welcome back to Detecting. Welcome also to a picture perfect day out on the detectors, and we've got a brand new site here today too, out on the old farm site with some wonderful history to be found. We've spent the last 2 days hunting here over the past week, and we have found some absolutely stunning pieces, including the wonderful old Victorian police uniform button coming out from over in the back there. So we've also got, as you would have seen in last week's video, we've also got basically the old cottage to get down to, down the back there. We've got to go for a bit of a wander and check it out. Apparently there's some bulbs and bricks all down the paddock there for us to go and see. Bulbs and bricks to me means occupation. So anyway, Equinox 900 turned on and ready to go. Luke has already started over in the background there, so let's make a start also and see what we can find here today. Rightio, first decent target, a high 60 this guy, jumping around quite a way. I'm hoping for our first coin, and look at that, we've got him, we have got him. That did not take us too long at all, and I can see the neck of Queen Victoria. Let's give him a very slight rub, and there's the face. How awesome. That is an old Cedar Britannia, an old English coin. It's going to be dated somewhere around the 1860s through around, I'm guessing, to the 1880s. Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, we nailed it. 1866. It looks like we also took a little bit of a bite out of it with the shovel. Oh no, that is awesome though. 1866, beautiful Queen Victoria English penny. Just a lovely way to start the day. So tell you what, these flies are out of control too. I might have to go over and drench myself in a bit more fly spray before we continue on, and also grab a drink. It is extremely hot out here. Hey Luke, how you going? Hot? Hot. The flies are bad. We have our next target, a smack bang out of the hole, and look what we just popped out. A beautiful, nice high 95 on the Equinox 900. It turns out to be a wonderful old horse rein guide. Let's try and knock all the dirt out of him. Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, he's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We find quite a few of these in the videos, hunting at the old farm sites. They would have been mounted on the horse and cart, and where your horse reins would have run through, guiding them, sitting there through that hoop. So, such a lovely piece. And one more had to clean up and pass on to the landowners. How awesome. So just after that horse rein guide come out, just out of that hole to the left of the coil, we've got another signal right beside him. So we can't go anywhere just yet. Another nice high signal coming in around the 70 range. He's jumping around quite a bit. However, right next to the horse rein guide, that could be another little buckle. Who knows? Could be a little horse rein guide. I doubt it. I think it's going to be a buckle. Listen to all that glass crunching away in the hole too. I just yelled out to Luke, I think I've found another rubbish dump. There is another area just over near the cows there, almost about the tip of my finger, where there's a heap more glass and rubbish coming out also. And that is also where we found that wonderful little pink porcelain doll, a girl's head, there on the first visit there the other day. So fascinating stuff. I love these sites. You know, coming here and inspecting and digging and trying to assess and work out where everything was and what was happening here. I think it was just fascinating. So what have we got? That's a keg tap. No, it's not. That's just a big chunk of lead. Wow, that's huge. So heavy too. You can tell it's lead just by the weight and the density of it. And then chipping him away on the shovel, you can see that white bit with all the patina knocked off. So definitely lead, and definitely a big chunk of rubbish with a lot of weight to put in the pouch. So in saying that, we might have to go over and empty off a little bit later. So look at all this glass coming out. How wonderful. We might have to, regardless of any more signals or not, we might have to just open this hole up a little bit more and see what we can find. So Luke's just yelled out from across the paddock, he's got something cool. He thinks it might be an old gunpowder flask.
Kind of looks like one.
Which has got some very, very ornate detail, hasn't it?
Yeah.
How cool is that? We looks like grapes or something there, little dots. It's very hard to see. It's sort of easy to see on this side.
I've got one at home, it looks very sort of similar, so that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, it could be anything though.
Maybe
really.
Once you clean up this side with toothbrush and water,
Yeah.
like look at that one. He looks like a little strawberry or a grape or something.
I'll have to clean
Don't know. It's very cool. Oh, and the shot penny. Wow, look at that. And that being our first kangaroo penny coming from this site too.
It had the little lid hanging on the side still.
Oh, you're joking?
And I was trying to like clean it, like it broke off.
It fell off. Ah, that is awesome. Give us another look. Have a look at the front. Oh, straight through the belly of the roo. How awesome is that? What a great penny. Oh yeah, I love finding the pennies, but anything that's shot is even better, I think. It just adds much more character. So, awesome stuff. Let's keep going. Look out, Stampede! And we've got another coin coming out. What a bloody ripper. There's the coin impression up above, and it looks to me like another Britannia. How nice is that? All the coins coming out from this site so far are extremely early. That shot penny that Luke found there before, that is the latest coin that has been found at this site. So the old roo penny design. Let's give this guy a clean up. He's Britannia once again. Beautiful Queen Victoria on the back, on the front I should say, and on the back we're going to be able to see a date, which I presume once again 1860s odd. Oh, there we go, 1877. What a lovely coin, absolutely beautiful. All these coins too, you know, what we did hunting there the first time, what we did hunting there last week for the second hunt here, and today with Luke, all the coins, all the finds will be cleaned up and shared and showed and presented and passed over to the landowners. So very, very cool. We'll put the little coin impression back in the hole. He can stay there for future. I'm pretty certain when someone digs a hole there next, they're not going to see it though. So we've got the coin, awesome stuff. We'll get you on to the next. Did you see what I just seen? Probably not. I did not have the camera rolling. However, I think I just found another coin. Oh, there he is. I did too. Look at that. That is a stunner. And he's a little bit later year too, with George on the back there. That is a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. Let's see if we can get a date. Let's wipe off that coin very carefully. He's going to be a little bit later, 1900 something, this guy, without Queen Victoria on the back. That puts him that little bit later. So just another stunning coin coming out though. Let's have a look. 19. It's a hard one. It is a hard one. Let's give him one more rub. Very hard to see. Oh, 1910. How awesome is that? So English penny, 1910. Cedar Britannia there with a big clump of verdigris cancer on him, unfortunately. And Edward on the back. I think I said George a second ago. It's not George, that is Edward. So awesome stuff. Very, very lovely coin. We're probably best off to display him you know, in the fines board for future for the landowners. We're probably better off to display him that way with King Edward head facing outwards. So beautiful, beautiful coin. 1910, cracker penny. Awesome stuff. Luke's just yelled out he's got another awesome find over here. I think he's found another gunpowder flask. Yes, he has. Oh, that sure is. Look at that. That's definitely a gunpowder flask. I wasn't too sure about that one there before. Not until we clean him up a little bit further. That's got the right shape and design, definitely. So, wow, that is cool. We just sort of stopped and had a bit of a bite to eat too, and a drink. And said to Luke, over the front here is a lot of beer cans. If we dig our way through them, we might find something cool. To be honest, I was about to wander my way off back into the thick of all the targets where all the good stuff's coming out, and away from the beer cans. However, after seeing that, I might hang around here for another 5 minutes. So how cool. Well done, Luke. We have another cracker signal, 46, 47, all the way up to 48 and 49 there, just coming out in front of that wonderful old penny that we just got. Not George, Edward. I mucked that one up, didn't I? Hopefully this is another George or an Edward, another old, nice old Britannia, a penny coming out. nice high signal, it could well be. And we also have another signal just in front of it, or just off to the side of it too, which I'll be digging out straight after this guy. We've got to sort of keep an eye on the time too. At 1 o'clock we are actually headed off for a barbecue lunch. And as I said to Luke, once we get back from the barbecue lunch, let me stand up, makes it a little bit better. Once we get back from the barbecue lunch, we will venture off down the paddock there, where, as you've seen on that overlaid image, there is a secondary house down there, or what I suspect is a secondary cottage or house. So we need to get down there and have a look-ski, don't we? Let's see what's going on. I said there the other week, landowner here, he mentioned about the bricks and bulbs down there, but he always presumed that they had been dumped down there, possibly from the house side up here, you know, taken down the paddock and dumped, discarded. However, after seeing that picture, he agrees that, hang on a minute mate, there must have actually been another cottage down the back there, so cannot wait to get down and have a bit of a look. What is this? Is it a coin? It is silver? No, it's not. It's the top. Oh, it's the top of a washer, I think, or part of a washer. I think he's got a hole in the guts there, and he's a little bit of lead. Yeah, you can see the hole in the middle there. He's a little bit of lead. So part of an old lead washer. Bugger! It's not our coin, is it? What were we doing? Right, we've got another signal there. So let's fill this hole in. Let's move on to that next one, and hopefully it is a coin. So there he is, our next target, right beside that last guy that we just got out. It was not a coin either. As I said, fingers crossed this to be our next coin. We've been doing quite well on the old pennies today. I said, I'm just waiting for that silver to come out. I'm sure it's got to be here somewhere. Just have to work for it. I remember one site there years ago I did, and I thought the same thing. I got over 100 pennies there within a few days. You know, I dug out heaps and heaps of pennies. They were just everywhere. You could not take another step forward without getting a good signal, turning out to be a penny. It's just an amazing sight. I was just wondering though, where were all the silver coins? You cannot lose 100 odd pennies, you know, and not lose a silver coin. And eventually we did find one, or found a couple, but the ratio was definitely off. We didn't find too many. Yes! Yes! Ah! We got silver! Oh my God! You've seen all that happen. That was amazing. We did find a few silvers at that other site though. However, majority of them were pennies. Here we go. Oh, isn't that amazing? Yes, I knew there'd be a silver coin here somewhere. As I said, you cannot get that many pennies without a wonderful old silver either. So, oh, what is it? That's an English sixpence. Let's give him a very, very slight rub. Oh, what a cracker. What a bloody cracker. I cannot remember the numbers this come in at either. There he is, Edward on the back again. Not George, Edward. You can tell by his bald head. That is just so cool. I am super excited. I cannot wait to show the landowners too. Wow, wow, that is awesome. Our first silver. Ho ho! Ah, I'm chuffed. I'm stoked. I'm not telling. No, I'll tell you. It is a, let me zoom in so I can see better. It's a 1907 Gothic florin.
I ain't no Gothic florin.
It is, I swear. Yeah. Oh, maybe I was, no, 1901, sorry, Gothic. He does not believe me. No, it's a 1907 sixpence. English. What a crack. Sorry, mate?
You're loving your Edwards today.
Ah, absolutely stunning. Not George, Edward. How awesome. How awesome. This one is going to go pride and place in the centre of the display. You know, once we make up a display for the landowners here, this is going to go absolutely smack bang in the centre, in the middle, for them to enjoy. That is a stunner. Who knows? Maybe maybe that could be one of many too. Maybe the next one could be a Gothic florin. Wouldn't that be awesome? Luke still won't believe me though if I find a Gothic florin next. I think I've done my dash lying to him. So awesome stuff. Little 1907 English sixpence, and one to clean up once home. How cool is that? We got a little brooch coming out of the hole this time. Funnily enough, I found one of these guys, or very similar to this, just hunting here the other day too. He was all bent up, pretty worse for wear. He looked like he had a bit of silver plating on him. So it may not be exactly the same as this, however, very similar. So one more for us to clean up once home. This guy's got a little bit of a bend in him. He's got some nice detailed decoration going on. So a little bit of a clean up, as I said, once home, and we'll be able to ID this piece, share and show you guys at the end of the video, and another one for the landowners to keep and enjoy. How bloody cool. So here it is, guys, our very last target before we head for lunch. We've got a barbecue lunch provided today, compliments of the lovely Helena. So basically going to go home at 1 o'clock and grab a barbecue lunch, and then we're going to get back here from 2 o'clock onwards and get down the paddock, get down and check out that old cottage, as I said, that we can see in that overlay image. And the landowner said there the other week, you can see bricks and bulbs and everything down there once you walk through that gate. So I really cannot wait to get down there and check it out. So as I said, stay tuned, because after lunch, that is exactly what we're doing. It's very, very hot too, so we'll do our best. We'll continue to dig out as many more targets as we can from the top paddock here. And also, as I said, try and suss out that bottom cottage down the paddock and dig out a few targets from down there too. I don't know how much shade is down there, or even what the grass length is like. It could be overgrown, but look, we'll never know if we don't go. So that's what we're going to do. First, a barbecue lunch. Can't wait, I'm getting hungry too. We just got to get this target out. This is going to be our last target before we head off. And we've got him, but what is it? Oh, it's a little cog. How cool is that? A little cog out of the old grandfather clock. They're just awesome, awesome pieces. A lot of people do like decoration art with these sort of pieces, these old rusty items too. And the horseshoes and the stirrups are just so cool. So anyway, end of the pouch. As I said, that was our last dig. We are heading for lunch now, and we'll be back here from 2 p.m. onwards and go down the paddock and see what we can see and see what we can find. Rightio, so we are back from lunch and we're wandering our way down the paddock, detectors in hand, and we're going to see what we can find down at this next gate. Not the one in front of us, the one down further. So as I said, bricks and bulbs laying in the paddock. The landowner thought that they were actually dumped down there from another site. However, upon showing him that picture, he said, mate, I think there may have also been a little cottage or a house down there as well. So a couple of old pine trees, or what look like pine trees or fruit trees, are showing up in that picture. It does not look like they're down there anymore. However, a bit of a dead giveaway that there was occupation. So, oh dear, it is so hot. Let's continue on. I've got a little bit more walk through the paddock to that next gate, and then we are there. Rightio, so we've just walked through the gate, and we can see the bricks that the landowner was telling us about straight away. We've got bits of concrete, bits of brick sitting in a bit of a mound here, and we just walked down, Luke and I. You can see Luke down there heading towards the creek, and we just did wander down to that creek, and we found a heap more big chunks of slab of concrete and also more bricks scattered about. So oh dear, I don't know what's going on here, whether it was a little cottage or maybe some stuff has been dumped here. I'm not quite sure. So what I want to do too, the grass is a bit long next door, but what I want to do is get into that next paddock and also have a suss out in there, because as you can imagine, the fence would have never been there. So likewise with the paddock in front of us, the fence would never have been there. So we'll just scout around a little bit and see what we can make of this site, see if we can understand it a little bit more. Well, that did not take too long at all then, did it? We just walked our way away from where we shot that intro clip, or the last clip, standing on top of the brick pile there. And working down the fence line here, we have our first neat target, or our first find in general, I should say. You see the little handle up the top and the surrounding outer case. That is part of an old fob watch, or the surrounding outer part of a fob watch anyway. He's missing all his internal pieces and workings. So very cool. If that is anything to go off what we're going to find here, you know, first target, the old fob watch along the fence line, who knows what else we're going to come across. So that is a great piece. 25 on the Equinox 900. Let's see what else we can find. Right, so there is our next find working along the fence line. However, I'm a little bit confused. What are those spiky things hanging out of the brass bullet shell there? I have no idea. What are they? Let's pull one out. I just come across this guy. I did have the camera rolling, and then when I seen these little things, I thought, hang on a minute, what are they? What are they? I still have no idea. If anybody has any idea what they are, or if anybody's seen something like that before, let's pick up the rest of the bullet again. If anybody's seen something like that, please be sure to drop a comment below, because I would love to know. That's quite strange, quite intriguing. The little brushes coming out of the bullet. How cool. I just have no idea what they are. A bit of a weird target, that guy. Yeah, 35, 36, jumping around quite a way. I had no idea it was going to be a bullet full of spiky things. Let's keep going down the fence line towards Luke. Well then, I think that is about it for us down the paddock here right now. This site is not meant to be, or it's not panning out like I thought anyway. I'm still questioning whether stuff was dumped down the paddock here or whether there was an occupation, you know, little cottage. We could see it in the picture. However, I just don't think we're on, you know, in the right spot on the money just yet. So we did find the old fob watch coming out from near the fence there. We did just have a bit of a wander around through here, and really nothing else to show for it. So as I said to Luke, we can get into the next paddock when the grass is down, and probably when the cows get in here, it'll make it a lot more easier to see what's going on and help understand and identify this site for future. So we're going to get back up to where we were now, up to where the fruit trees and the cows are, and let's face it, it's hot down here. We might as well be spending the same time up there and pulling some wonderful old items and coins and relics out. So that's what we're going to do. Back through the gate, back up to the top. We'll see you there. So we are back up the top of the hill now, working up the front paddock where we were this morning. As I said, we were not feeling it down the creek there at that other site. So one for us to check out another day in future when the grass is down a little bit more and it is a little bit cooler, because it's extremely hot out in this paddock. It's extremely hot down the creek too. However, I'd rather be working up here and having a lot more success rather than working down there, working through the heat and not having much at all. So this one here you've seen on the screen was a 70 something. I thought there was something there then. It's just a bit of grass. That's not our target. It's not metal. Let's have a look. Right, so he's in the back there. I'm hoping for a coin, thinking a coin, up around the 70 range. However, it could be another little buckle. We've got about 20 odd buckles from here so far. I'm sure there's more to come. Like that. There we go. There we go, a lovely old buckle coming in around a 70 and an 80 there, and this is a part of an old horse buckle. The strap would have run through the side and out, run through one side and out the other. So a lovely piece, and another one to put through the tumbler, clean up and give to the landowners once we're finished detecting here. So that makes what, 22 buckles, I think. We've got a lot anyway, as you would have seen at home, all those buckles coming out there the other day. So that is awesome. Let's keep going. And another high signal, a 71, 73, 75, with 3 bars of depth. We're literally only about 2 steps away from that last signal that we dug, which turned out to be the one-fold horse buckle. I wonder if this is going to be another one. I'm really hoping for another coin though. Another silver would be lovely. However, we've worked for 3 days just to get one silver coin. I'm sure we've probably got to work for another 3 days to get the next. You just never know though, we may be able to snag one before we get out of here. However, what I'm thinking too is returning back here with a 6-inch coil and reworking that very, very trashy ground where we got the old 1907 King Edward sixpence. So I think if we do that, we might have a lot more success being able to pluck out those coins, because we know they're there. Most of all the coins that we've found have come from over that back area there, so we know they're there. We just need to work our way through all those trashy signals. And let's face it, the 11-inch standard coil, what we're running right now, is probably a little bit big for that. It's a little bit of a challenge to get in between the targets, whereas if we put the little 6-inch baby hand sniper coil on, we should be able to get in amongst all those signals a lot easier and separate the targets and work out what we're digging or what to dig. Because at the moment, over there, it's a bit of a jumbled mess. There is signals and targets everywhere. It's hard to sort of make a rhyme or reason of what you're actually digging. So That is cool. We've got another clock cog. How awesome, how awesome. We found a few of the old frames too that these clock cogs would have been hanging onto, you know, mounted onto with the springs and all the different mechanisms. So a very cool little piece, the old clock cog wheel. Now let's put him in the pouch, in with the other guy, and as I said, one more to present to the landowners once we're finished here today. I think we're on to another coin here. We're not ready to finish up just yet. We've got another nice high signal. Look at that. We've got a coin for sure. Look at that coin impression sitting right there. It's going to be a little halfpenny this time. Let's have a look. Let's have a gander. Let's have a see. What are you doing, lassie? Take your pig, dog, run over there. All day, that dog, his name's not Lassie either, his name's Rip. All day the dog has been running over here towards me and Luke, and he's been throwing his little pig toy at us and hoping that we throw it away for him to go and retrieve it and bring it back. Oh, look at that. We do too. There we go. We're not finishing off with a Brit penny. We're finishing off with another little coin, this time it being a beautiful 1/2 penny, a little Commonwealth of Australia. A little bit later there, you can see the 1913 down the bottom. That is awesome. Bloody awesome. I think we may have found a little bit of a hotspot for the coins. However, as I said, we are going to finish up very soon. So into the pouch. We've got a lot of cool items in there today. I'm very, very happy with this site and how we're going here today. So I said to Luke, I'm sure this is a site that we can be digging at for another probably, what, 6 months or a year and still be bringing up those targets quite easily. So awesome stuff. Another penny. Let's see if we can dig another one, another coin before we can get out of here. Hang on, I think Luke's got something. Oh, there we go. We've got another coin. Coins galore. We better not leave, Luke. We better stay here, mate.
I'll stay.
You'll stay?
1917.
1917. A beautiful 1 penny.
That's the year my nana was born.
Hey, what was that?
The year my nana was born.
Oh, there you go. Happy birthday, Nan.
Happy birthday, Nan.
Another coin. Wow, we're on fire. Why does this sort of stuff always happen towards the end of the day too? That's always the way, isn't it? There we are. We've got a beautiful little 1/2 penny. Let's give him a bit of a clean up. Oh, and he's a Cedar Britannia once again. So 1800 through to the 1900. We have found so many of these. Sometimes you go months without finding a little Britannia or a little English coin. This site is just full of them though. So 19 or maybe 1890 something. I can't quite see a date. One more for us to clean up, show and share. Once home though, so it's a little bit hard to leave too. As I said, we were going to get out of here on that the last Britannia penny that we found about 10 minutes ago, the full penny. However, finding those 2 little 1/2 pennies sort of spurred me along to keep going. So, and I tell you what, we have not even moved out of the same spot for the last 15 minutes. We've been sitting in this little space. So continue on a little bit more and then I swear we are finishing up. So Luke's making fun of me, I think. He's sitting over here going, ho ho ho, he he he, like I normally do in some of my videos. I can't help it. The excitement is real. Anyway, he's got something really cool over here. He's going ho 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 over the back. Oh, he does too. What do you got there, Buster? Let me zoom in. Hey, I'm a little bit uncomfortably close to your crutch right now. let me move around. Oh, I was getting a little bit freaked out then. There we go. He's got a wonderful old English Queen Victoria on the back. We've got a lovely little silver 6pence. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. He's a bit hard to see on the back there, isn't he?
I don't really want to clean it.
Don't want to clean it? I'll clean it. I'll stick it in my mouth. Ready? Not really.
Yeah,
there he is. Let's see if Luke can clean it up. Oh, he's just going to put it in his mouth. Hey, I just had that in my mouth. Sharing germs. That's gross. I didn't really.
Ooh, nice.
Nice silver.
Oh,
look at the condition. Let me zoom in. We can all see what's going on. Can you get a date there? I can't see that. I'm blind.
I'll get one.
Into the mouth. Ugh, I don't want to touch it now.
Oh yeah, there we go. 1887.
Look at the condition too. 1887. There we go. I was born 1987. That coin is exactly 100 years older than me. That is awesome. That is awesome. And that is our second little silver for today, or for, you know, for the last 3 times being here. We found all those pennies, all the Britannias and Commonwealths, and 1 kangaroo penny coming out. And that is our second little silver coin, and a magnificent one at that too. We just need to find something bigger. Where are the bigger florins? Where are the big English Gothic florins?
There's one here somewhere.
You reckon?
Gotta be.
Over to the left. What did I say the other week? To the left of the tree stump. And you got the cap gun. Man, that is awesome. That's 2 silvers for today, which is really, really cool.
I'm happy now.
Very happy, very cool. Well done, man, well done. Let's get back now and let's do a little bit more, and then as I said, we are going to get out of here, and it's time to show the landowners everything we've found today. So I mean it, this is our very last dig, 6061 on the Equinox 900. Jumping around a little bit, however, hanging around those lower 60 numbers, as I said. So let's have a look. Our last dig. Let's see what we can find. We've got a bit of a patina look in the dirt there, so we may have got the target out in that dig. Yes, we do, and it's a coin, and it's what we're finishing off with. Oh dear, what a killer of a day. Let's bring him up there. Let's see what we've got to finish us off. You've seen that happen, straight out of the hole, straight into the hand, and we've got a wonderful full penny, that being a Commonwealth penny. You can just see the ring around the outside. So we have found more Britannia pennies today than what we even have found the old Commonwealth pennies, or the Australian Commonwealth pennies. We've had a very, very productive, successful day. So awesome stuff. Another penny, another coin for the collection. King George on the back with his crown. You can just see his head shining through the dirt there. There he is. So that is awesome stuff. As I said, another coin for the pouch, and another coin to share with the landowners. Everything here today that has been found, they will be coming home with me just quickly, cleaned up and brought back. So the last 2 times we've been hunting here, we've done just that. So before we leave today, we have a heap of wonderful items, coins and relics, to pass on to the landowners. And then, as I said, we'll make our way home. We'll clean up what we've found today and show and share once there. And then, as I said, more of this stuff to bring back in future. So really cool. Finish the day off with a penny. Now let's get out of here, and we will see you at home. So here we are back at home, guys. We've got all the finds cleaned up and laid out on the back step, ready to give you through a look at what we did hunting today. An extremely hot day too, out in the paddock. In the last hour, the wind has picked up, so it's a bit cooler now. We've got a nice breeze coming through. As said though, Luke's finds with the 800, and we've got my finds over the back there with the Equinox 900, which we'll get to in a second. Let's go through Luke's finds and see what he did. We were hunting there for some 5 hours, so quite a big day. We've got a few nice old pieces up the back there. We've got part of the old clock frame. We've got a little buckle. We've got a wonderful old door handle sitting off there. Part of maybe a lamp or a light surround. He's got a bit of thread in the inside. An old decorative brass piece. Some really cool ornate design on there. Probably one piece that needs to be straightened out and cleaned a little bit more for future. So moving down, we've got the black powder gun flask, which is just a great piece. Unfortunately, cleaning him up, we cannot see too much more. So probably need to get a bit of a toothpick and water and clean him up a little bit more and knock all that dirt out. And maybe we might see a little bit more detail. So moving down, we've got the little cog. We've got the little brass ring, the big bull ring, the big brass ring, a very cool piece. All great pieces to put through the tumbler. Moving down to the coins, we've got a full Commonwealth 1 penny. Off to the right hand side, we've got the awesome old shot rue penny, a 1951, as you can see. You can just see the 5 and the 1 under the tail near my thumb there. So awesome stuff. I just love the shot coins. It adds a lot of cool character. So we've also got the English sixpence, 1887. Absolutely stunning condition, and we have been inside to clean these coins up just quickly with a little bit of bicarb soda. And as I said, all these coins will be presented and given, shared and passed on to the landholders there for them to keep and enjoy. So little sixpence, English sixpence, 1887. I was born 1987, so that guy is exactly 100 years older than me. A 1 cent coin, I have no idea where Luke found that. That is quite the mystery. The old 1 cent coin coming out. That is the most modern coin. You know, in the last 3 hunts, we've found no coins dating from sort of 1950 onwards. The fact that a little 1 cent coin come out of there what's that, 1970s, 1980s, say. It's just phenomenal. So a little bit of trash off to the side there, and that is a wrap up for Luke's finds for the 800. He's done exceptionally well. So moving over to the 900 here, we'll just quickly show you all the rubbish. And look, I will say, I was fairly going at it today. However, you'll see there the difference in between the rubbish and the targets that we got there with the 900. It has just got amazing separation. And to be honest, we could run the 6-inch coil up there for future a lot. There is just so much trashy signals up there, very, very mixed between two, you know, very, very close signals, you know, hard to determine with the 11-inch coil what they are or where they are. So get back up there with the 6-inch coil in future, running on the 800 and also the Equinox 900. I'm sure we're going to have a lot more success. So a lot of targets though, what I'm trying to show is a lot of targets that we've dug with the 900, hence why, as I said, it's got great separation. So moving up from the top left here, we'll start up here. We've got the wonderful old horse stirrup, unfortunately broken at the top. You should have a loop coming up to join those two pieces together, and your foot going through the metal. So awesome stuff. A little cupboard door handle, a little copper or brass door handle. We've got part of the old clog cock. We have the old horse rein guide. The reins would have mounted through the center there and keeping them in line. So another part of a clock cog. The old bullets up the back there, that is a 222 shell, I think, or 223, I think, the landowner saying that was one of his. And this old board at the back with all those little funny things in them. As I said, if you know what they are, be sure to drop a comment below, as I'd love to know myself. So the old fob watch surrounding cover as we made our way down to the old cottage, along the fence line there where we found the bricks. And we're not done with that area too. We need to go back and give it another hunt out, as I'm sure there is more there to find. So little cigarette lighter, little Zippo lighter. You can see, or you could see in there where the lid would have come out from. Part of the old horse buckle. We've got a few more buckles over to the left here, which we completely missed. And moving down through to the coins now, or the little brooch up above the coin, a lovely little silver plated brooch, which actually, funnily enough, we found one of these last week. It was all bent up, but it was exactly the same. So two matching little items that we can put together in the display board for future. We also had that nice little pin coming out. I do believe he would have had a stone situated in the center there. He's got little shank, little loop located on the back. So nice little pin, a little decorative pin there, probably with a stone, as I said. A little button there. Here's a double ring edge button, which is just a really, really neat little button. Always love finding them. So moving down now to the coins. As you can see, we had a killer day on the coins. Let's start from top left here and work our way through. We've got a 1869 full penny. We've got a 1910 full penny. We've got a 1901, 1877, and a 1908, I think. But 5 Britannia English pennies there, which is quite rare to find 5 in a day. This site is just phenomenal. So moving down, we've also got another 4 little pennies, happen to be Commonwealth of Australia pennies, all mixed dates there from 1910 onwards. And as you can see, quite worse for wear. So our last coin and our best coin, always save the best to the last. Our last coin and our best coin is the wonderful old sixpence. So 1907 English sixpence there, Queen Victoria on the back. Oh, sorry, Queen Victoria. I'm too busy thinking about Luke's. Edward on the back there, I should say, sorry. And a stunning little sixpence to pass on to the landowners for future. So absolutely beautiful. 2 little silver coins are coming out for today, and just awesome. So Equinox 900 finds and the Equinox 800 finds, we'll be back hunting again there very soon, and we will see what we can find. So please be sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe button below, guys, and I really hope to see you there. So cheers, happy hunting, and we will see you next time.